Hey everyone, Andrew here. I just want to talk a little bit about the new forge that I'm putting out. This bad boy right here, which is the FFT-100. And I'm going to be putting out a couple of videos just talking about a couple of the features on this forge. So the first thing I want to talk about in this video is the burners specifically. The burners that come on the FFT-100 are linear jet ejector burners. So what that means is that the air comes in directly through these horizontal slots cut in the top, and then there are burning chambers which are expanded down at the bottom. You probably can't see that very well on camera, but what that does is it creates a powerful induction for the air. So there's a near perfect fuel to oxygen ratio, which is really important for getting the hottest flame possible. The choke can be fully adjusted through all the pressure ranges to give a perfect burn. Really simply, it's just a simple thumb screw. You can see with one hand. You can adjust to no choke, full choke. Now these burners run best and take very little adjusting. About 3/16 of an inch of opening is all that's necessary to run at a neutral flame through most of the pressure ranges. If you're running it flat out, you probably want to open it up a little bit more just to maintain that. Now you do have the option, if you're forge welding, it's good to run it a little bit richer. It helps to keep things a little bit cleaner and to reduce the risk of weld failure, and you do have that option. One other thing is, the number one thing that goes wrong with a propane forge is that the orifice gets clogged, and that happens very easily. There can be dirt in the line or anything like that. That little piece of dirt will travel through and plug up that little hole in the propane jet, the orifice. So to clean that out, I was sick of really having to struggle to get at those orifices. So what I came up with was this. There's a simple thumb screw at the back. You undo that, and the entire plug containing the jet comes out. So you can do that. You don't have to burn your hands. You don't need any tools at all. Take a little tiny piece of piano wire or a bristle off your wire brush, clean it out, simply pop it back in, and I'll just bring the camera closer here. If you can see here, this part here is machined. You can see the machine finish there to fit inside of the burner tube. And when this thumb screw at the back is tightened down, it makes for a perfect alignment every time. First time, every time. Which is important because these burners and any propane burners, they never plug when you have lots of time to fix it. They always plug when it's freezing cold or roasting hot or on a Friday afternoon when you're trying to build shoes in the rain. That's usually when it happens. So it's important for that to be simple, easy. And so that's what I've really decided to go for here. One other thing is that worth mentioning is that this expansion chamber at the bottom, which holds the flame down here, I find that that helps. It really helps a lot because in a traditional Venturi burner, it's dependent on the forge chamber inside to create that expansion and that suction. But this does it all by itself, which means that as that forge liner begins to deteriorate, this can still produce a perfect flame. Now I know that in a perfect world, everybody would change their forge liners exactly when they should before they really start to break down. Is that the reality? Absolutely not. I hardly know anyone that does it. If you're one of the people that does it, good for you. But as the forge liner begins to deteriorate, these burners will still produce a near perfect flame every time as long as they're tuned correctly. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching.